Welcome to 4-Minute Meditation Introduction. Please make yourself comfortable. Namaste. Hello, I'm Annabelle Awas, Service Coordinator Intake at Surrey Place. I am a certified meditation and yoga teacher. I have been a student of yoga since 2012 and continue to practice yoga and meditation because of mindful breathing and exercise. I always feel yoga is a safe space, and it has helped me cope with my anxieties and understand my boundaries. After starting a family, I decided to step outside my comfort zone and complete my yoga teacher training on May 2021. I felt it was the right time to deepen my practice, and I knew immediately I wanted to focus my teachings on creating awareness with the mind and body by focusing on proper alignment in postures and take time to self-reflect. I am also a yin yoga, meditation, yoga and mindfulness for children and teens with an emphasis on inclusion and accessibility certified. Through my soothing voice and positive energy, students can expect to be challenged physically and mentally and leaving my class feeling balanced and refreshed.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for our phase 7 of the yoga series. I would like for all of us to start and have a seat on our mats, just crossing the legs. And we're going to start off our yoga practice with our hands onto our knees, as well as we're going to close our eyes and we're going to start in that meditation state. When you're ready, begin to close your eyes. Get comfortable in the yoga mat. And take nice deep breaths into your nose and out through your nose. In through your nose and out through your nose. Guiding that breath all the way down to the feet. And just letting that breath fill lots of love and comfort towards the feet. Letting go of any stressors. Just being mindful of how your feet is feeling in this moment. On your next deep breath in, let's guide that breath to the knees. Letting our knees feel the air, letting it feel the warmth of your breath. Now your next deep breath in, let's move that breath up the leg, up to your hips. And just feeling the breath expand the hips and collapse. Noticing a difference as you're breathing into the hips. Beautiful. When you're ready, just guide the breath now towards the tummy or the belly. And let's place our right hand right on top of that belly. You're going to be mindful here. You're going to see if you can breathe into that hand as you take a nice deep breath in. And when you take a deep breath out, feeling that belly collapse. Making sure that that hand comes closer to you. Breathing in once again. And breathing out, feeling it collapse. Wonderful. On your next deep breath in, let's guide that hand all the way up to our chest. This time placing that right hand on top of the chest. And just take a nice deep breath into that hand, feeling the chest expand as you breathe in and collapse as you breathe out. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Take a nice deep breath in, feeling the chest expand. And breathe out, feeling it collapse. Good work. Do that a couple more times for yourself. Wonderful. And your next deep breath in, let's slowly start to bring our right hand back down on top of our knee. And let's just start to sink into our meditative state and just try to see if the breath can just guide its way from your fingertips all the way up to your shoulders. Letting that breath warm up the body, letting it warm up the arms and the wrists and the elbows, and just letting it all go. Now, when you are ready, let's place those hands in front of our face, just touching our faces with our fingertips, and just having your fingertips just massage your face, trying to wake it up, and massaging, squeezing the jaw, the cheekbones, maybe the temple and the forehead, and just letting your body just feel nice and relaxed, setting aside any of the stressors and just leaving it to the side, letting yourself know that you can come back to it again later when your practice is done. Maybe working your fingertips towards the crown of the head, behind the head, and maybe towards the ears, just giving yourself nice squeezes here. Beautiful. And once you're ready, you can cover your eyes with the hands. Slowly start to open the eyes if your eyes were closed, letting the light in. And then placing your hands down to your knees. Wonderful. Let's connect the soles of our feet together. We're going to come into our butterfly pose. So this is one of the poses that we practice during the yoga beginner sequence. And again, it's up to you if you'd like to have heels close to the pelvic area or if you'd like it a little bit further. It's really up to you on how you feel today. Now we're going to place our hands right on top of the ankles or maybe even the shin, whatever feels comfortable. And we're just going to slowly lower the chest down, coming towards the feet. So just go as far as your body lets you, listening to what your body needs in this moment. And let's just take some nice deep breaths in here, feeling our hips open, feeling the lower back expand. Taking deep breaths in here. And deep breaths out. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in and let's slowly start to rise. Just making sure that our spine is nice and long. Take a deep breath here. And then deep breath out. Let's look down towards our feet, coming back down. Bring your chest back down to connect with our feet as much as we can. Coming all the way down. But again, reminding yourself to just go as far as your body lets you. Beautiful. Mindfully just breathing into the nose and out through the nose. Good work. Beautiful. When you're ready, let's slowly come back up. And let's bring our hands right underneath our knees so that we can close up the knees, bringing them together and putting the soles of our feet onto the floor. I'd like you to place your hands all the way behind you, and let's just windshield wipe our knees from side to side. So I'm going to start on the left, and then I'm going to work my way to the right. And we're just going to do this a couple of times just to counteract that pose, especially because it's a deep pose. So you want to just make sure that your legs are feeling comfortable and that it's coming out of that pose nice and safely. Beautiful. Once you are done with the last breath, slowly start to move your way into a tabletop position, which is another pose that we've worked on in the sequel. I'd like you to place your hands and your knees right onto the mat. And I'd like you to place your shoulders right stacked on top of the wrist and your hips stacked on top of the knees. Now you can keep the laces of your foot down, or you can put your toes onto the mat as well. It's really up to you on how you feel today. For today, I'm just going to put my laces of the feet down onto the mat. And we're going to practice our cat and cows. So take a nice deep breath in and let's just drop the belly looking forward. Take a nice deep breath in here into our cow pose. Beautiful, feeling our spine long expand or extend. And then our deep breath out. Let's bring our chin to the chest, pointing our spine towards the sky. Beautiful, coming into your cat pose. Excellent. Let's take another deep breath in. Let's bring our chin to the front, looking forward, belly down. Excellent. Holding it here. Wonderful. And then let's curl the chin to the chest, spine to the sky. Taking a nice deep breath out. Beautiful. One more time. Let's come back into our cat pose. Doing this on your own this time, so making sure that you are feeling safe and you can stay in these poses for as long as you can or as long as you would like. Totally up to you. Or you can go just flow with me if you'd like as well. So I'm going to bring my chin to the chest, coming into the cat pose. But again, you choose as to what your body would like today. Beautiful work. Let's come back to that neutral spine. Let's get into our tabletop position. And I'm just going to spread my knees as wide as the yoga mat. And then connecting my feet together or the toes together. And then I'm going to slowly scooch my bum back. So I'm into that child pose. So there's two options here for child pose. You can either have it as a nice wide knees, or you can have your knees together. So it depends on how you feel today. So I'm just going to extend my hands all the way forward, dropping the belly, dropping the chest to the mat, as well as dropping my forehead down to the mat as well. I'm going to do some circular motions with my wrist just to release any tension from being in that tabletop position. Just doing some nice circular motions. Relieving any pressure that it may have felt when we were in that pose. And just letting myself know that the child pose is a nice safe pose if I need to rest or if I need to relax and just breathe. I'm going to keep my hands still for another breath or two. Staying in this pose. Now on my next deep breath in, I'm going to slowly start to remove my chest and my hips and my stomach away from the floor by slowly walking the hands towards my knees so I can sit up. Good work. All right, So I'm going to come back again into that tabletop position. So reminding yourself to have your shoulders stacked on top of the wrists and hips stacked on top of the knees. Making sure that everything is shoulder width apart, hip width apart with the knees. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to lift that right hand all the way up to the ceiling, opening up my chest towards the right side of the body. Holding it nice and strong. And then I'm going to weave my right hand in between the left arm and the left leg, dropping the right shoulder down, right ear down towards the mat, holding it here. Beautiful. Just taking nice long deep breaths, feeling the shoulder blades separate from here, giving your shoulder a nice stretch. And we're going to hold it here for another couple of breaths. On your next deep breath in, let's slowly start to remove the right shoulder from the floor, right ear from the floor, lifting that right hand all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Let it go. Excellent. And then let's drop that right hand back down. Good. I'm just going to turn myself so you can see the other side. So from here, this time lift that left arm all the way up to the ceiling, opening up that left chest towards the left side of the room. Beautiful. And then slowly start to weave that left hand in between the right hand and the right leg, dropping that left shoulder down, left ear down, and feeling the separation between your shoulders. Reminding yourself to breathe through the nose and out through the nose. Beautiful work. On your next deep breath in, let's lift the left shoulder away from the floor. Same with the left ear, and let's open up the left arm all the way up to the ceiling again. Just countering out that pose. Beautiful. And then let's drop that left hand back down to the mat. And slowly just rock forward and back. We're just going to start preparing to get onto our feet. So I'd like you to put your toes onto the mat, preparing yourself going forward and back. And when you are ready, let's slowly start to bring our feet onto the floor, pushing ourselves up into a nice standing position. Nice work. Now from here, I'd like you to lift both hands all the way up to the ceiling, coming into that nice mountain pose. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out, putting the hands back down to your side. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in. Let's bring the hands all the way up to the ceiling. Take a nice look up to the ceiling. Stretch it out. Wonderful. And breathe out. Bring the hands back down. Good. Let's do that one more time. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's bring the hands all the way up to the ceiling, standing nice and tall in this mountain pose. Holding it here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. And this time, let's swan dive our hands all the way down towards the floor, coming into a forward fold. Now, I'd like you to bend the knees and see if you can reach a little bit more deeper down into the floor. And just let the neck go, letting the body go. If you'd like, you can sway from side to side. Good work. Beautiful. Now let's come to the stop. And let's slowly bend our knees, having the knees come and be bent on the outside. And we're going to guide ourselves down towards our bottom, coming into that butterfly pose that we started off earlier. So let's connect the soles of our feet together once again. And let's slowly start to rest our bodies, rest our heart rate into this butterfly pose. Let's take nice, long, deeper breaths now, slowing down the heart rate, letting our body just relax. Now, if you'd like, you can totally bring your chest down towards the feet, or you could just stay in this seated position with your legs in a butterfly pose. It's totally up to you on how you'd like to slow down your heart rate and slow down the breath. Let's take a couple more deep breaths here. Beautiful. When you're ready, let's slowly close up the knees together, putting the soles of our feet onto the floor, placing our hands right behind us, and just do some gentle windshield wiper wipes with our knees back and forth. And then let's slowly start to bring our knees into a nice crisscross legged position. And I invite you to close your eyes if you'd like, or you can keep your eyes nice and open. It's up to you. But if your eyes are open, just stare off somewhere in front of you, focusing your gaze into an object or an item or something that catches your eye in this moment. And let's just focus on our breath. Focus on guiding that breath to the top of your head, all the way down to the feet. Guiding your hand towards the belly, the right hand, and then the left hand onto the chest. Take nice long deep breaths, guiding the air into both the hands, feeling the hands expand as you take a nice deep breath in, and feeling the hands collapse as you breathe out. Beautiful. I'd like you to bring your hands together into a nice prayer pose, having your chin down to the chest. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope you really enjoyed the sequence or the sequel. My name is Annabelle, and I am the yoga instructor at Surrey Place, and I'm really grateful that I was able to teach you this wonderful sequence that you can do anytime in your house or even outside, and I hope to see you again real soon. Namaste.
Thank you for joining today, and we hope you enjoyed the session. Wellness Services at Surrey Place offers over 100 in-person and live events each month. To register, please visit mysurreyplace.ca, view our calendar of events, and create an account so you may register for the free events that are of interest to you. We also offer many additional recorded events and hundreds of resources. Recorded events and resources are also available to view for free at surreyplace.ca/resources. Surrey Place supports our caregivers. A family connections group has been created on Facebook. We invite you to join the family connections groups by visiting the link on your screen. The link can also be found below in the description. We welcome your feedback. Please take a moment to complete a brief survey by taking a picture of the QR code on your screen with the camera on your mobile device, or by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you.